Hello, the Pioneer followers. The ruthless face of war is once again appearing before us as the struggle between Ukraine and Russia intensifies these days. A remarkable attack has shaken the agenda deeply. While the latest incident raises many questions about how it'll affect the overall course of the war, the tempo of Ukraine's resistance and operations continues unabated. In particular, this new attack over the past few days could be significant enough to change the fate of the war. Although the information we have so far is not sufficient to understand the extent of the incident, there are strong indications that its effects will create a major breach in Russia's defenses. Given the strategic importance of the military base that was the target of the attack, the explosions there have dealt a serious blow to Russia's military capacity. In particular, it's known that the Wagner Group has previously conducted operations based on this base, which means the attack was much more than just an ordinary bombardment. While this military base constitutes an important part of Russia's defense system, the allegations that ammunition depots are also located in this region have turned attention to drones. Could such an attack on Russia's ammunition stockpile create a major logistical weakness in the continuation of the war? Although the details haven't yet emerged, the strike on this base, where the Wagner Group was previously stationed, could represent a major loss of prestige for the Moscow administration. Both the psychological and strategic effects of this attack are likely to become clearer in the long run. Let us examine together what these developments mean and try to understand what this new era, shaped by the shadow of war, will bring. Before we get into our report, a quick reminder. The Pioneer team is real. None of my team members, or me for that matter, are artificial intelligence. There's no doubt that AI is very advanced, but it's still not as good as us. Now that we've got that out of the way, don't forget to subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss our daily reports and explanations. And as you can see, we do read all the comments you leave on our videos, so please continue to share your ideas about our content in the comments section. Tell us what content you'd like to see on the Pioneer channel. And now, let us begin if you're ready. The Pioneer reports. The war between Russia and Ukraine is not limited to armed clashes on the front lines. Attacks on critical infrastructure on both sides are also an important part of the conflict. A recent development indicates that this strategic war has taken on a new dimension. The Molchino military base in the Krasnodar region of the southern areas in Russia, which was used extensively by the Wagner Group in the past, was destroyed by a massive fire as a result of an alleged Ukrainian drone strike. The origin of the fire is not yet clear, but images from the area reveal the devastating impact of the attack. The Wagner Group has often been in the spotlight for its critical role in the Russian-Ukraine war and has made a name for itself with its various operations around the world. The Molchino base was Wagner's headquarters for nearly a decade. Recently, however, with the unexpected death of Wagner leader Yevgeny Prigozhin and the decline of the group's power within Russia, the strategic role of the base began to change. Nevertheless, videos posted on Wagner's Telegram channel show the base's administrative buildings and main headquarters destroyed by a massive fire. The dense smoke and flames rising into the sky indicate the widespread destruction caused by the attack. The Molchino base was known not only as a military headquarters, but also as an important logistics and planning center where Russia's mercenary operations were managed. Recently, it was suggested that the base would be handed over to Russia's Africa Corps, which operates under the Russian Defense Ministry and has made a name for itself, especially with its operations in Africa. However, the attack that happened before this transfer took place is considered as a major blow to the infrastructure of Russia's mercenary forces. While there is no clear information on the origin of the fire, Ukrainian sources suggest that the attack may be linked to explosions at a military warehouse in the village of Kamny in the Tikhorets district of Krasnodar. This Ukrainian attack is believed to have been carried out by drones. The explosions that occurred after a drone attack on this military base were munitions from North Korea are stored, show once again how effective Ukraine can be against Russia's strategic targets. Since the beginning of the war, drones have become one of Ukraine's most powerful strategic weapons. They are used not only in frontline combat, but also to launch surprise attacks against military targets deep inside Russia. These attacks on Russia's ammunition depots and other critical infrastructure not only deal a heavy blow to Moscow's combat capability, but also have the potential to disrupt logistics and supply chains. The fire at the Molchino base demonstrates the enormous impact such strategic attacks can have. In particular, the allegations that the munitions targeted in this area attacked and in the latest attack were North Korean shipments may indicate that the war has taken on a wider international dimension and that Russia is becoming increasingly dependent on foreign military aid. While long-standing rumors regarding North Korea supplying munitions to Russia has come to the fore again with this explosion, it's not yet clear exactly what weapons and equipment these munitions include. However, this attack with the targeting on North Korean munitions by Ukraine once again reveals Russia's weakness in terms of foreign aid sources. The Russian side is refraining from making an official statement about this attack. The lack of any official information on the cause of the explosions and fires raising speculation that the scale of the incident could be much larger. Allegations that the munition and ammunition depot is linked to North Korea suggest that Russia may face new diplomatic challenges in the international arena. Russia generally prefers not to make official statements about such strategic attacks in order to avoid exposing its weaknesses in the war. At the same time, however, this silence reveals the extent to which Ukraine's in-depth strategic offensive is putting Russia in a difficult position. Such Russian losses on the battlefield could have a more serious impact on Moscow's future military operations. After the fire at the Molchino base, it remains to be seen how Russia will respond to this attack. Although the Wagner Group's reduced effectiveness in the field seems to have reduced the strategic importance of this base to some extent, the destruction may cause a significant weakening in Russia's mercenary operations. Given claims that the base will be handed over to the Russian Defense Ministry, there is uncertainty about how this attack will affect Moscow's future strategic moves. On the other hand, the fact that munitions from North Korea were hit also highlights the vulnerability of Russia's reliance on foreign aid. With sanctions and losses on the battlefield, Russia may be facing serious problems in the supply of ammunition and logistics. Russian leader Putin is really backed into a corner. What do you think? Do you think Russia's defense efforts can be strengthened? What do you think about the Ukrainian army targeting a Russian military base? What do you think this operation means? Let us know in the comments. We read and care about your opinions.